Chronic Blaze here, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to be unboxing the Sony MDR-XB50 earbuds. Now, I've been looking for a new pair of earbuds for a little bit of time now. My old earbuds, which are actually an aux pair of Apple earbuds, broke a while ago, so I've been looking for a new pair. So I thought I would give these headphones a try. So, without any interruption, rather than looking at the box like I did in my old unboxings, doesn't say much on here. It just says that it works with iPad, iPhone, and iPod, and it also says it works with BlackBerry. A cool thing about this pair of headphones is that it is extra bass headphones, so I'm actually curious to see what kind of sound quality we get out of these headphones. But let's open up the box and see what we get. Inside, we are first presented with the headphones and actually a pretty nice kind of plastic case for them, actually. That looks pretty cool. I mean, these are pretty good. They look good from here. We'll see how they sound. You know, I will say that these headphones, actually, they look pretty good. I actually like the discs on the side of them. I'm not gonna lie, the seal on these is actually pretty good. So it does have a little elastic coil on the actual headphone, which I will take that off. So also in the box, we got paperwork, which I've already taken out, and we got some extra ear tips that came with the headphones, as well as this carrying pouch. So this is probably what I'm gonna put the headphones in, so that way, you know, they don't break. And that's kind of really the thing with earbuds, is that they don't last long. So my old pair of Apple EarPods that were aux 3.5mm headphone jack, those only lasted about a year, which, you know, that's really all you can expect for a pair of headphones at this point. In today's video, we're going to be comparing a variety of pairs of different headphones. So not only do we have the Sonys here, but we will also be comparing them with the Palm Gear Solace headphones. Now, I unboxed these about a year, and this is actually my second most popular video, which I'm not sure why. The video wasn't that great. These things aren't as good as I made them look in the video. These headphones here were only 30 bucks, so I'm hoping that they can deliver. And then we also have another pair of headphones that we will be testing them with. These are a standard pair of Lightning earpods. So the reason why I didn't switch to these full time is because I want something that's aux so I can use it with other devices, and because these actually don't fit in my ears super well. But we're going to be starting by testing the Palm Gear Solace headphones. Now, I'm going to be testing these two first so I can get a comparison of the sound quality for you guys. Now, these are extra bass, so I'm hoping they sound good, and because they're extra bass, I have picked 3 songs that may actually help with that feature. The first song I'll use in my comparison is Therapy by Conroe. This was actually in the 3rd MTX Gaming Team montage, and it's a fairly bass-heavy track, so it should give these headphones a good test, and especially compared to these, which don't have as much bass, and these, which actually have a surprising amount of bass. Then we have Supernova by Laszlo. Now, this is a song that's a little bit more on the high side of things, doesn't have as much bass to it, and I'm curious to see how these perform in that, and these 2 pairs of headphones as well. And then lastly, we're going to be using Brass by Dirty Russian Gregor S. So this is actually Allier's intro song. I used it in my 2nd Rocket League montage, but the reason I'm going to be using this song is because the bass on this song is a lot, and I'm really curious to see how these headphones perform. And I already know the Solaces are going to perform bad in that one, but let's start with the Palm Gear Solace headphones. So I'm listening to Therapy with the Palm Gear Solace headphones right now, and it's actually a lot better than I expected. Now, I have listened to Therapy with these headphones before, and it's not that bad, but the bass actually really kind of is emphasized, and that's probably part of the song, but the bass in these headphones is actually kind of emphasized. It's actually a pretty cool experience. Now, would I recommend these headphones? Probably not, because I think there are better options out there, such as earpods, but let's get into the next song and see how these perform. Supernova doesn't sound that bad on the Solaces either. It might be slightly tinny at times, and considering this song doesn't really have a lot of bass, it's actually not performing that bad. We'll see. I'll skip to the chorus here. They're okay. I wouldn't say that they're great. The bass is very emphasized with these, so that's one thing I'm noticing. The bass is kind of emphasized. The sound quality isn't as good as the earpods that I've listened to so frequently. Just the sound quality doesn't seem as good. Let's try Brass. Brass also sounds okay on the Solaces too. Kind of the same points as the last one. Actually, I'm kind of stuck with the Solaces because they don't sound that great. But I know that the earpods sound way better, because it's just from using the earpods so much, especially with this song. So let's try out the earpods, see if we can see a difference. So first for the earpods, we have Brass. And Brass actually sounds really good with the earpods. The bass, it's really hard to notice when you're using these. And I'm hoping that with the Sonys here, the bass is going to be even better. The bass is actually really emphasized on the earpods. The earpods are actually not that bad. And considering that I daily drove the aux version of the earpods, I'm pretty used to the sound quality and it sounds pretty good for me. So with Supernova on the earpods, the main thing that I'm noticing is that it just sounds cleaner. Like, the sound quality that I'm getting out of the earpods is way more clean than the sound quality that I was getting out of the Solaces. These earpods also emphasize a bit more of the bass in Supernova, which is actually something that I've never really noticed before because I've been using the Solaces for most of my music recently. It's actually a pretty cool experience to actually use these earpods with that have a little bit more bass, and I'm curious if these are extra bass headphones, if they will perform even better. The same thing goes for Therapy as well. The earpods just sound better. It's really hard to explain how, but it's like a more cleaner sound. Bass is very emphasized in both of them because it has a really, this song has a really good bass line. The earpods, in my opinion, I just like them a lot better than the Solaces. And especially considering that the aux cord that came with this broke a long time ago, and I had to use a different one, and considering how bad these things sound wireless, I wouldn't really pick them up. It's kind of hard to recommend. Considering that these might sound worse than the headphones that you can get with an ordinary device, probably not a good time to pick up the Solaces in my opinion. They're decent, especially if you need something over ear for editing, they're okay, but they're not great. But let's get into the main thing of this video, which is the Sonys. One thing I immediately noticed with the Sonys is that the noise cancellation is way better, and it's definitely passive noise cancellation. Like, it's not anything spectacular, but the noise cancellation does seem a lot better. The bass is pretty good though, but the highs, and I read a lot of things in the description, the highs are sharp. I kind of prefer the sound of the earpods. The bass is definitely there. I'm curious what we get with Supernova though, because Supernova is a really kind of trebly song. Again, it's just a little bit of a different sound quality that you're getting out of these. So the bass is a little bit emphasized, and this really comes down to personal preference here. Now for me personally, I've never really tried an extra bass pair of headphones. These wouldn't necessarily be for me. They're still good. I'm gonna daily drive them. They're not bad. Yeah, I'm definitely not trying to say they're bad, because this is actually a pretty good pair of headphones, especially with the noise cancellation that I'm getting out of these. It makes them better than the earpods, because these fit in my ears so much better. I just don't know if I would pick this pair up again, just because of kind of the way they sound overall. Like, I'm sure I'll get used to the sound quality out of these. They're okay, I'll say that much. What about Brass? Because Brass is a song, it has that real punch, especially in the certain parts of Supernova that really makes me reconsider. It's just, if the highs were a little bit better, these would be really good headphones. But then again, bear in mind that these only cost 30 bucks. You're not gonna get that much for 30 bucks. Oh, Brass sounds awesome in these. Like, because Brass is such a bass-heavy song that's totally optimized for headphones like this. Brass is definitely a song that's definitely meant for these headphones. And the build quality of these headphones, let's see the chorus here. Oh, that's good. As I listen to these headphones more and more, you know, they don't really sound that bad. The highs can be a bit sharp and muffled at times, but this is really a bass-oriented pair of headphones. For the Solaces, my verdict kind of stands at still don't buy them. And the reason why I'm saying that is because they're advertised as a wireless pair of headphones, but they don't really work well wirelessly. I've had to fix them because one of the earmuffs fell off. It hasn't been great with these headphones. With earpods, you're getting about the same sound quality, so if you don't need something that's aux and, you know, you have an iPhone, I would just use the standard earpods that it comes with, unless those don't fit your ears. The thing with these headphones is that it's really all personal preference. While the sound might not be the best for me, and I've learned that now that I tried the headphones, there are going to be people out there who like the sound that these headphones provide. One thing that I will say is that these headphones do have pretty good passive noise cancellation. They're not bad, I'm going to say that with passive noise cancellation, and more importantly as well, the build quality is pretty solid. I like how they include this pouch for the earbuds. That's actually a really nice touch for them to include. That way, you know, the earbuds don't really get destroyed, as well as extra ear tips. These I'm definitely going to keep just in case I need extra ear tips for these headphones. And with all the songs that we tested, especially with Brass, these headphones sound really good. So it all depends on what kind of sound that you like. If you don't like a very bass-heavy pair of headphones, these aren't the headphones for you, and it's advertised, so Sony does a good job of advertising them as extra bass. But for me, I thought I would try them, try out a new sound quality. If they don't sound good, well, whatever, I can still daily drive them for about a year. And I am pretty happy to daily drive them. I think I might get used to the sound quality over time, and especially the bass on some songs, like with Brass, the bass sounds really good. But that's gonna wrap this video, so if you guys did enjoy, please be sure to leave it a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss one of my videos. That's gonna wrap this video, and thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.